What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how I turned this into this. Let's get right into it. It's been a minute since I posted, just got back to Reyes and school has been kicking me, but I want to start taking long form content very seriously. So if you're interested, have any suggestions, or want to see anything at all, let me know. So let's get right into it. So for this track, all the sounds from this beat come from my Paradox multi-kit. You can get the beta version, link in the description, or you can get the full version, link in the description. Let's get right into it. So I started off with these keys in G minor, and I did a 1-5 chord progression. I started on G, and I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ended up on D, and then I created a 9th chord. It's so simple in FL Studio. Just hit this and then go to a minor 9, and let me just put it here for you guys. Voila. Gives you that R&B leaning sound, which is kind of what I was going for since I was making something heavily Don Toliver inspired, specifically that lovesick, low shimmy-ish vibe. So important thing here is I'd say the top melody is what's giving it that flair, because without it, it sounds boring. So this is what it would sound like without the top melody. Not too bad. It's giving that R&B sound, what I was kind of going for, but it's boring, man. So I ended up adding this top melody, and if you look closely, I'm going to show you something now. All these notes are in the scale or they're within the chord. And what I mean by that, let me just turn this off. D is in the scale, F is in the chord, and so forth and so forth. But this is essentially what it sounds like with the top melody. Beautiful, right? And then, as you can see, I played around with the velocities. I think it's super important, especially when you're dealing with like something like a key, piano, Rhodes. Very important to play around with velocity. In terms of processing on this, I always keep it simple. I told you this is my go-to preset 90% of the time. So we have a dirty filter plus, then I have a tau chorus, of course, pretty much with the weight all the way up, delay 2, then dirty spring, which is like a spring reverb, as lastly always an EQ, taking out some lows and some frequencies that are like here. I added another layer. This is actually piano, and this is what it sounds like together. So it's just giving it that oomph, you know. It was kind of boring and tired without it. So next I added another key, pretty much doing something very similar to the piano. It's essentially the same thing copied over. This is what this sounds like. You see, so simple. Literally, we only have 3 sounds, pretty much playing the same thing, and each one is adding their own vibe to it. To that, we have a Valhalla Supermassive, another reverb, of course a chorus, you can never go wrong with the chorus, and an EQ pretty much doing the same thing. Then we have another key. I don't know if you can actually hear what it's doing. Of course you can hear the difference, but it's adding like that shimmer, high frequency type of vibe to it. And essentially the important thing when it came to this was just to get those lush, beautiful 4 chords is to layer, especially when it comes to the sound. Layer, layer, layer. And I pretty much have the same effects chain as the first sound. And then I think the last thing I added was another key. Like I said, all these notes are within the chord and the scale, and to that I have a fruity phalanges, fruity delay 2, a reverb of course, and always an EQ. Then that's pretty much the melody. Then just show you, I then added a bass. basses I keep pretty simple. It's literally just playing the root note, and then I just added some notes within the chord. And I ended up adding a vocal. Actually, this is my vocal. I recorded this. And then the last melodic element I added was this perk loop from a kit I'm working on. And that was pretty much it for all the melodic elements. Let me just kind of just play them all for you so you can hear. Okay, I think lastly we can move on to drums. I want to say these drums are pretty much your standard drums. So I started off the normal clap snare pattern. Pretty much simple. Then added 2 hi-hats. And then I added some perks. And that's pretty much it with the drums. Last, of course, the 808. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the drums. Then in terms of the arrangement, I have about a 16-bar intro, but I made sure that in the second 8 bars, I'm introducing something interesting. In this case, it's this vocal and the perk loop, as well as this piano. And then I have a 16-bar chorus, an 8-bar verse, an 8-bar like bridge, so it's pre-hook, and then a 16-bar chorus, and then an 8-bar outro. This was one of my go-to arrangements, especially when I wanted my beats not to be too long. But sometimes the verse I make 16 bars, sometimes I make 8 bars, really depends on the beat and the track. But essentially, yeah, that was it. Just kind of shows you my thinking when I was making this song, just trying to make it interesting. But anyways, if you like this video, want to see more like this, or have any suggestions at all, please comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one.
Wait a minute, hear the beat drop.